It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see which conference reigns supreme today. It's the New York Giants and the Tennessee Titans under the lights on Thursday night.
It's the building that was open the year the franchise became known as the Titans. Welcome to Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Here's Graham Gano out for the opening kick. And away we go from Nashville. Julius Chestnut to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the Titans ready for their opening drive of the game. Leading him out, someone in his first NFL season. Their rookie starter from Miami.
Kate, when I watch these rookie quarterbacks running out to open a game, I think of the old World Series great pitcher Cliff Lee. And he made a one-handed play in the World Series and was asked about it afterwards. They said, man, how do you have so much poise? You didn't even look nervous on that stage. And he said, sometimes you got to fake it till you make it. You got to tell yourself you'll be just fine. And these rookie QBs, that's part of the learning curve they're climbing. Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 13. That's going to be caught. Tony Pollard.
That defense, it'll give up that completion every time. They don't just like it, they love it, because it creates a fun little race between everybody coming downhill to go make that tackle, or in this case, run him right out of bounds.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Ridley, the motion man left. Here he is on 3rd and long. Has his man, it's Ridley. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Now on 4th down, one of the greats, Johnny Hecker, out to punt this away. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. So the Giants out and getting set for their first drive. And leading them out, someone playing at a high level over a decade after entering the league. He's got a Super Bowl to his name. It's Russell Wilson.
Kate, Russell Wilson's one of the NFL's most experienced quarterbacks. He's also one of the winningest quarterbacks, even with a couple bumps in the road in Denver. Remember, over that decade in Seattle with Pete Carroll and the Legion of Boom, there wasn't a quarterback that won more games in the history of the league over the first 10 years. 9 times to the Pro Bowl as well. Put a supporting cast around him, give him a run game and a defense, and Russell Wilson still knows very well how to play this game.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. A handoff to Tracy. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Roger McCreary brings him down that time. Give him 5 on that carry, bring it up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They go right back to Tracy. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Kate, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk, It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Finds a seam down the middle. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Giants will have a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Amani Hooker with the tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Now Wilson on the play fake. Fits it through the middle. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
On the handoff, this is Tracy. Hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. And no turnover, it's going to stay with the offense. Ooh, let's give him a second there. Give him a sec. I'm going to imagine his heart's probably going, what, 150, 160 beats per minute right now, Brock, after nearly losing that fumble.
Yep, and it wasn't just a ball he dropped there. It was at least 3 points, too. But fortunately, that ball stays with him in the red zone. And now I'm really curious. It's one of those moments, Kate, will they put the ball back in his hands, trust him again to hold on to it, and maybe go get that touchdown you know he so badly wants.
Gets him those 3 yards back, but it brings up 3rd and 10 now.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Robinson in motion right. Throwing on 3rd, Wilson. And the Titans rush brings him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Yeah, that's what I call an absolute no-no. I mean, that just can't happen down here in the red zone. You've got to find a way to get rid of the football because now you're not only outside the red zone and you put some points that you thought were a guarantee with either a touchdown or field goal, now a little bit in limbo.
On 4th down, we'll see Graham Gano lead the Giants field goal unit out. This 42 yards from the right hash. The kick by Gonzalez is good. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Gano ready to send this away. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So Tennessee headed out for its 2nd drive of the game. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a 2nd time. Play action on 1st down. Finds him on the crossing route. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Okonkwo brings it in. And that's good for a gain of 5. Micah McFadden able to make the play.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
From the 47. To the sideline, catch secured. Wow, he made that one look easy for the first.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
New set of downs for him from the 46. He'll throw it yet again. He's got to gain a 6 there. Brought to a halt by Deontay Banks.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They are throwing it again. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Giants get the football on the first turnover of the contest. And just like that, a really good drive is taken away with an INT.
Sure was a lot of promise on that series, right?
Yeah.
That's a small silver lining for them at the very least, but probably won't be much comfort now. And it's going to feel even worse when this quarterback watches the tape tomorrow.
Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Russ now from the gun. Finds his target, Robinson. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. A give right side to Tracy. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, it did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. Just a field goal separates these two. More from Nissan Stadium coming up after the break. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They start out with a 3rd and 6. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
Wilson with it on 1st. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
They're now set for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. The throw is caught. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for and you go out and execute.
Tracy reaches the end zone. Touchdown, New York. The Giants parlay the interception into points. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants make it a 10-point ball game. Gano ready to send this away. Return coming from the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Out come the Titans for another offensive possession. They now trail by double digits after that last score, Brock. It's 10-0 partway through here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Finds his man, it's Van Jefferson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That goes for 36 yards. And that'll be a Tennessee first down.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
1st and 10, it's Pollard. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Bobby Okereke making that stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here's 2nd and 7. He's got Ridley here on the slant. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And the Titans will have a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Up the middle, here goes Pollard. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Now on 2nd and 10. Into the hands of Okonkwo. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And the Giants going nickel, 3rd down coming. He'll look to throw. He brings it in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They give to Pollard from the gun. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. Here he goes on the bootleg. And that's incomplete, but I do see some laundry on the field. Let's see what this flag is all about. He was too far downfield at the time of the pass. Gotta stay within a yard of the line. That'll back him up. Could that penalty come back to haunt him? It's another 2nd and goal. Looking for a throw here. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans start to fight back with their first points of this game. Calvin Ridley with the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Titans cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Giants and Tyrone Tracy are running back on now. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tracy. And his defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Amani Hooker with the tackle. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got him tackled behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
2nd and 10 now. He's got him. That's Tracy. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
1st down. Here's Russ. So this one on the defense. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. Wilson on 1st and 10. Gets this to Johnson. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 11. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
1st down throw from Wilson. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he scores. It's a New York touchdown. The Giants make it a 9-point advantage. Goes to show you, Brock, even when you have a play pretty well covered, those tight ends can still find a way to get you.
And I know people get tired of me and other broadcasters calling tight ends mismatches, but we'll stop calling them that when it's no longer true. And as the average tight end continues becoming more athletic by the year in this league, well, they'll only continue getting tougher and tougher to stop in coverage.
Gano for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants make it a 10-point ball game. Gano ready to send this away. Here's Chestnut on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Titans ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. That score made it 17-7, but they can cut it back to a 1-score game here. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's gonna throw. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Tyler Newman. And he makes the house call. It's a touchdown on the pick six. Gano for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants take a 3-possession lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Kickoff taken at the 3. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Titans ready to take over on offense. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick six. Need short memories here as they head back out. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Back to the air following the pick six. Dump off caught by his back.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, 7 to go. Dropping back to throw. He fires one deep down the middle. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete. Looking for Tyler Lockett on that play. And it's 3rd down now.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. That's caught for the 1st. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
Just excellent effort on that catch and a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Throwing it again here. Pass caught by Ridley. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Some guys, you just have to account for them, especially middle linebackers. I remember Ray Lewis, Brian Urlacher, it just felt like their presence took up the entire field. And this linebacker today, well, he had the interception earlier, a sack right now. You've got to start figuring out a plan for him, or he will take over this game.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
When a QB's hanging that long onto the ball and in the pocket, that secondary did more than their job. Got sticky to those offensive guys in the secondary and allowed those defensive guys to just run rampant in the pocket.
And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. We're through 2 here with the Giants overcoming home field advantage. They've got the lead at the break. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league via Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Gray now on the return. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. The Giants back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. Wilson now, 1st and 10. Got it, man. Robinson has it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And the Giants will have a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. On first down, it's Wilson. Has his man, it's Tracy. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Wilson now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Now Wilson on 3rd and long. Finds him on the crossing route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, that right there, Kate, that is the epitome of trust, and trust in your big physical tight end. Throwing his way into double coverage. You may question the decision when the ball leaves his hands, but it's tough to question when it produces results like that.
This is Tracy. And the struggles continue for him tonight. He's only able to get back to the line. No gain on the play, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Wilson on 3rd down. And this is cut. Touchdown, New York! The Giants grow the lead coming out of halftime. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Gano for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants make it a 24-point ball game. Gano ready to send this away. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. The Titans and receiver Calvin Ridley back out again on offense. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. They'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Again, a run with Pollard. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Brought to a halt by Deonte Banks. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes them to 3rd and 5.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Complete beyond the marker. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be a Tennessee first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Handoff running right, Pollard. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Now it's Kayvon Thibodeau there to wrap him up. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
The give on 2nd to Pollard. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the 2nd level. Well, someone from the 2nd level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. They're throwing it. Sideline throw is incomplete. Should have been intercepted in all reality. Instead, 4th down coming up.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
Now the field goal unit runs on for its 2nd try tonight. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. Has the distance, but headed well left. No good. And unfortunately, that miss follows the pattern of how well things have gone for them here.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
The Giants and Russell Wilson headed back to the field now. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Taking the handoff, now Wilson. Flushed out of the pocket. He's keeping it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, Well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now Wilson on the play fake. Pass cut by Tracy. And they bring him down around the 34.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Wilson throwing 3rd and 1. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Russ is cooking again. And they will score. Touchdown, New York. The Giants lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Gano for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants grow their lead yet again. Gano ready to send this away. Here's Chestnut on the return. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And this has become must-score territory now every time out as they trail by a full 4 possessions in this 2nd half. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 27 on the play. And the Titans will have a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Into the hands of Okonkwo. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Tyler Nubin with the tackle. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter on this Thursday night. It's Titans football as they stare down a huge deficit to begin the 4th. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now looking to throw. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
From the gun, they go with Pollard. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
They go play action here. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. Picked off by Deontay Banks. And the Giants get the football just short of their 20 after the interception and return.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
So here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
A give to Tracy up the middle. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And not much doing. He stopped quickly. They managed a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4. Here's Tracy once more. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. The Giants readying to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. Calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 34-yard line. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And the Titans will get set to take over. Trying to shake off the interception, he's looking to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 35 on the pickup. And that'll be a Tennessee first down. Trying the inside handoff to Pollard. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. That's Jefferson, he's got it. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now it's Pollard. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Goal to go. It's a pass play. He just throws this one away.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal. Pass play now. Has it down close. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. Here is Pollard. And he's brought down for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Back to throw. And that'll chip away some of this near the end. It's caught for a touchdown. The Titans putting up points in a game decided. Tyler Lockett, the touchdown. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
Extra point is up and good from slot. And the Titans get it back to a full 3 possessions now, 24 points. Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And the Giants' hands team secures the football. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
The visitors are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Give him 13 on that play. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
You call that 1st down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards, but they'll take that every single time.
That's the 2-minute warning here in Nashville. Giants can rest easy with a 3-score lead. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They go right back to Tracy. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. On the handoff, this is Tracy. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. So it's a win for the visiting Giants. Well, as they celebrate to the boos of the home crowd, I'm sure you're having flashbacks, buddy. It's got to be music to their ears, hearing those fans voice their displeasure.
It is so sweet, Kate, when you win on the road for a couple reasons. Yeah, I do remember. I remember silencing those road crowds. There's no better feeling than to hear, those boos and those cheers and all that noise just silenced because you beat them in their building. You know the other great sound? The plane ride home. Those are some of the greatest memories you have to celebrate that road victory and a whole road trip home to take it all in.